2002 FIFA World Cup should be remembered as a tournament of the underdogs. Senegal beating the defending champions France in the group stage, Turkey advancing to the semi-final, or even be remembered as a tournament of the iconic 3 R's of football: Ronaldo, Rivaldo, and Ronaldinho. Instead, fans would most likely recall the tournament's great controversies, the worst of which were down to the politics of FIFA, the golden goal rule, and the horrible referees. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel, and today we look at the controversies surrounding 2002 FIFA World Cup. One of the main issues was the decision to award the tournament to South Korea and Japan. The first contentious decision of the tournament would take place 6 years before it had even begun, when Japan and South Korea were selected as the joint hosts in the summer of 1996. Having initially presented rival bids for the competition, it was the first time that two nations would be sharing hosting duties for the World Cup, with neither country having the infrastructure to do it alone. The fact that Japan had never qualified for the World Cup at the time of bidding raised numerous eyebrows, as did the obvious issues for fans travelling across the seas between venues. Meanwhile, the time difference meant that European fans would have to watch their matches in the morning, disturbing the working day for millions of viewers. FIFA wanted to take advantage of the unexplored Asian market because it had the potential to make millions and billions for them. Numerous fans and pundits accused FIFA of putting business interest over the convenience of the fans, which is similar to what many felt regarding Qatar hosting the 2022 World Cup. Finally, there was controversy surrounding the refereeing during the tournament. Some decisions, particularly in the knockout stages, were seen as questionable and led to accusations of the referee being biased. South Korea topped Group D surprisingly with a convincing 2-0 win over Poland and a 1-0 win over Portugal, as well as 1-1 tie with the United States. In the match between Portugal and South Korea, both Beto and João Pinto were sent off for Portugal, and there were shouts of unfair refereeing, but it was generally accepted that South Korea had topped the group fairly. Following the match, an estimated 1.5 million people celebrated on the streets of Seoul that lasted well past midnight. The fairness of the proceedings came into question in the round of 16 clash with Italy in Daejeon, which they won 2-1. Although Italy had been underwhelming all tournament despite having great talents of Maldini, Cannavaro, Totti, Nesta, Inzaghi, Materazzi to name a few, the manner of the defeat was controversial and left a bitter taste in the mouths of fans. This was the last tournament to use the golden goal rule, and South Korea's An Jung-hwan scored with 3 minutes left in extra time to send South Korea into the quarterfinals. The Italians fell victim to an unbelievable litany of refereeing errors as Ecuadorian referee Byron Moreno allowed South Korea to press and foul the Italians hard throughout the match. Francesco Totti received his second yellow card for simulation in the penalty box and was sent off, though after watching replays, it certainly wasn't a dive. Damiano Tomasi had a match-winning goal wrongly ruled out for offside. The Italian players were constantly being tackled hard, including a 2-footed challenge on Zambrotta and an elbow on Alessandro Del Piero, which were straight red card challenges, but no cards were shown to the South Koreans. After the match, the Italians were absolutely furious and were so angry that An Jung-hwan, who had scored the winning goal, was playing for Perugia in the Serie A at the time, had his loan cancelled. Perugia chairman Luciano Gocci even said, "That gentleman will never set foot in Perugia again. I have no intention of paying a salary to someone who has ruined Italian football." Questionable decisions in the match between Italy and South Korea resulted in 400,000 complaints and was featured in ESPN's 10 most fabled World Cup controversies. Conspiracy theories began to swirl around the referee, and later FIFA released a statement saying, as a result of number of controversies regarding referee Byron Moreno in Japan, Italy and South America over the past few months, FIFA has decided to launch an investigation into the affair. Prior to this World Cup, Moreno already had a track of shady refereeing and was also suspended by the Ecuadorian Football Federation due to this. The prevailing opinion in Italy was that the match had been manipulated so as to keep the host nation in the tournament, and that FIFA's grand aspirations in Asia had been prioritized over the integrity of the result. The controversy doesn't end here. When South Korea knocked out Spain on penalties in the quarterfinals, the fury of the European media was multiplied tenfold. This time, Egyptian referee Jamal Al Gandour was at the heart of the controversy, having wrongfully disallowed two perfectly good goals and had a litany of offside calls that greatly hindered the Spanish side. For the first goal, De Pedro floated a set-piece free kick and it came off a South Korean's defender and into the net, but the goal was disallowed. The second occurred 2 minutes into extra time when the linesman flagged that the ball had gone out of play, but in reality it had stayed in. Raging in the pages of the Telegraph, Paul Hayward wrote, "The records say that the Koreans knocked out Spain in a penalty shootout in Gwangju on Saturday. The records are a lie, and this tournament has descended into farce." He also rallied against the internal politics of the referee selection. After the match, Ivan Helvera said, "We were robbed. The linesman knocked us out." And a Spanish newspaper Marca called the match officials thieves of dreams, though FIFA dismissed the incident as human error. Spanish and Italian television channels even threatened to sue FIFA. The World Cup caused controversy in Argentina as well. Clarín, Argentina's largest newspaper, declared, "The referees at this World Cup have been under the microscope since the start of the tournament for their impartiality, particularly in favor of the host countries and Brazil." 2002 FIFA World Cup really suffered from horrible refereeing. The FIFA president Sepp Blatter wanted to give a chance to referees from smaller countries, but his decision backfired. Don't get me wrong, FIFA should never judge on the basis of nationality, but they must make sure that they give this responsibility to the most experienced ones. Anyways, South Korea were finally defeated by Germany thanks to a single goal from Michael Ballack, bringing their unlikely World Cup to an end. And Brazil went on to win the World Cup, with Ronaldo finally getting the better of Oliver Kahn. The South Korean players were treated like heroes on the Korean peninsula, with even the chairman of North Korea's Football Association, Ri Kwang-gun, sending public congratulations to his nation's bitter enemies. The players even received an exemption from their compulsory military service to continue the training and prepare for 2006 tournament. The tournament could have been famous for Brazil's performance, the 8 goals scored by Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho's lob free kick against England. But sadly, the dubious calls and decisions by the referee took the spotlight away from the Brazilians. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you liked it, drop a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.